speaking of people who add no value at all, this is fascinating. So this just happened. This is a full thing. Gaetz enters Hunter Biden's laptop into congressional record. Okay, first of all, that is the smallest fucking laptop I have ever seen. I had no idea. We all this time I was looking for a big fucking clamshell Apple, maybe 2016, something like that. Maybe a Dell. But turns out it was actually Hunter Biden's flip phone this whole fucking time. Or unless he's taking a picture. I don't know. I'd like to enter this into, and then I want to take a picture of your face as I say this bullshit in front of people. This is I'm going to enter, this is exactly the same shit as the New York Times article, where they're like, they confirmed its existence. How did they confirm the existence? They said there's files that appear to be from a laptop left behind from the thing. Why do they appear to be? They don't say. Because that's the assertion. So they're allegedly from, not appears to be, but whatever. Okay, well, that's what they're wiggling in. That's the whole thing. Don't give me fucking appears to be. I want to see the goddamn thing. Yes, honey, I shrunk the laptop. P.S. That's not a fucking laptop at all. But this is what this says. I mean, this is the title. This is breaking. Matt Gaetz enters Hunter Biden's laptop into the congressional record. Hunter Biden's laptop. How many people think that's actually what we're going to see here? I hope so, man. When he said it, I have to say, my heart jumped a little. I was like, let's see it. Come on, man. Somebody's going to put the hard drive online now. Some congressional staffer in Gaetz's office is going to do a fucking copy and drop it, and we're going to see it all like the parlor leak. Nope. Anybody? Oh, I know. Lynette, I still have the rally. It's right here. I told you I'm here. Don't worry. Hold on one second. By the way, hold on. Can I reach over here? That's the right one. All right. Here we go. Wrong one. Is that it? Here we go. It's warm in here. Sorry. Whew. So I had to turn on the fan. I'm a fan of the fan. So, yeah. It's full of naked pics of Gaetz's underage conquest. I wouldn't rule that out. Barf. Thanks for that. All right. Yeah, it's got a 2.7 HD touchscreen. It's cutting edge. This is the kind of state of the art in Russia. Okay, so here we go. This is. Oops, give me this.
Sir, I'm not here to talk about the laptop. I'm here to talk.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. This is. And again, the big question is the FBI is like, where's the laptop? Everybody's going, the FBI is supposed to have the laptop. Where's the laptop? There is no fucking laptop. They don't have it. They do not. They don't have it. Where is it? The FBI, during Trump's administration, supposedly got this thing, right? There's a receipt somebody took a picture of, and yet doesn't exist. Mm-hmm.
So where is it? The laptop.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm not here to talk about.
Hold on. Don't you know? What do you mean, where is it? What do you mean, where is it? First of all, which one? Secondly, we've 2 fucking years, you've never laid eyes on the goddamn thing? This is what's happening right here. This is Matt Gaetz unintentionally, because he's a fucking moron, admitting that there never was a laptop, accidentally, and trying to enter the hard drive that Rudy Giuliani bought in Ukraine from Russians, on the take. Yeah, but there isn't one. Never was. And fucking 5 days after this, story, everybody's like, it's confirmed. It's totally confirmed. It's totally there. It's totally there. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. It's totally real. Like the New York Times, which I usually say is fake news and total fucking bullshit. Totally there. It's totally. How do you know? Well, they said appears to be from. Oh, fuck off.
I'm here to talk about the FBI cyber program.
You are the assistant director of FBI cyber. I want to know where Hunter Biden's laptop is.
Well, that wouldn't be his fucking job. That would be a caseworker on a fraud case in theory. Cyber has nothing to do with it. This dude is not in the fucking repair shop for every piece of gear they find, fucko. This is the guy protecting the country's infrastructure from attacks. He's cyber and fucking hell. Look, if this was an old member of Congress doing this, the ageism would be flying fast and furious right fucking now. This asshole would be tweeting about an older member of Congress going, where's the laptop? You do computer? You do the computer? Where is it?
Sir, I don't know that answer.
That is astonishing to me.
Yeah, isn't there a lost and found in the cyber place where you do cyber? You do cyber. It has the word cyber in it, like netic organisms. Negative. The T-1000. My mainframe is obsolete.
FBI cyber assessed whether or not Hunter Biden's laptop could be a point of vulnerability, allowing America's enemies to hurt our country.
Sir.
Yes, they made sure that its Norton antiviral software was up to date before they stored it next to the Ark of the Covenant. Get fucked.
The FBI cyber program is based off of what's codified in Title 18, Title 18, Section 1030, a code which talks about computer intrusions, right? Using nefarious intent network.
Yes, it's not his fucking job. It had a VPN on it. God damn. Look, word has it that Marjorie Taylor Greene had some bad oysters when she was on a sex guru date, and she's had gastrointestinal distress. You are from the Department of Interior. She has problems in her interior. I want answers.
Talked about passwords here. I mean, Hunter Biden's password on his laptop was Hunter02. He drops it off at a repair store. I'm holding the receipt from Max Computer Repair, where in
December, a man with a vision depth of 4 fucking inches. I shit you not. This man can see 4 inches in front of his face. Yeah, somebody came in and dropped it off. I'm holding a photocopy of a picture of a receipt that alleges that this laptop was given to someone in a totally different department from you, and you're telling me you think I'm an asshole? Is that what you're saying? Please help me get out of the Jeff Greenberg thing. Just fucking, all right.
2019, they turned over this laptop to the FBI, and what now you're telling me right here is that is the...
Well, it's obviously during the Trump years, it was a shit show. Yeah. Nobody knew what the fuck, which way was up when Trump ran the place. So we were all lost. We were adrift. Back on point now, but that was never my department. But if it was, I still wouldn't have been able to. He shut the lights off. He was going to move the building.
Director of FBI Cyber, you don't know where this is after it was turned over to you 3 years ago.
It wasn't turned over to him 3 years ago. Secondly, it's not his fucking department. Computers are not computers. He's not from the fucking geek squad at the FBI. You moron. Look. You're the cable guy, right? You're here. Cable. Okay. What's my Netflix password? What do you mean you don't know? It does movies. Cable does movies. What do you mean Netflix doesn't use cable? But I signed up for Netflix like 4 years ago. You're hooking up the cable now because I switched internet providers, and as part of the package, it gives me cable, but because it takes $30 off my bill if I get even though I'm not going to fucking use, I just want Netflix. What's my password? You're a movie cable person. Is that the crack of your ass? Yes, it is. So, look.
Yes, sir, that's an accurate statement.
How are Americans supposed to trust that you can protect us from the next colonial pipeline if it seems that you can't locate a laptop that...
And by the way, hack of the colonial pipeline. We're not worried about the British making a pipeline, just in case you're worried.
Given to you 3 years ago from the first family, potentially creating vulnerabilities for our country.
Yeah. I mean, if Russia had anything, they'd used it by now, and it obviously didn't fucking work, but...
It's not in the purview of my investigative responsibilities.
But that is shocking that you wouldn't...
Yeah, it's shocking that you wouldn't know something that was taken into evidence that has nothing to do with your department 3 fucking years ago. I mean, what kind of a...
Does the assistant director of cyber know whether or not there are international business deals, kickbacks, shakedowns that are...
Well, because those would be the purview of the Financial Crimes Bureau, which if anybody had that laptop, would have that laptop. This motherfucker is working on something else. This is a bunch of drop what you're doing and fix my sink bullshit.
This laptop that would make the first family suspect to some sort of compromise. Mr. Assistant Director, have you assessed whether or not the first family is compromised as a result of the Hunter Biden laptop?
Dude, I'm a fireman. I work on fire suppression. It's not my fucking business if the president's son used to be addicted to roasted marshmallows and would hang around campfires a long time ago. That has nothing to do with wildfires. What are you talking about?
Sir, as a representative of the FBI cyber program, it is not in the realm of my responsibilities to deal with the questions that you're asking me.
Has anyone at FBI Cyber been asked to make assessments whether or not the laptop creates a point of vulnerability?
He's like, digitally? Physically? I don't know. Fuck, why would we? It's not plugged into anything. It's sitting on a shelf. It's about to wake up. It's going to control the nukes from inside.
Sir, we have multiple lines of investigative responsibility in the FBI. They're all available in public source.
Well, I would think you'd know this one. I mean, I would think that if the president's son...
Yeah, why would you think that? I don't know. We know what you think when you bother to do it. The question is, why? Why? Right? Anybody else think that's fucking weird?
Who does international business deals referencing the now president with the Chinese, with Ukrainians. I mean, have you assessed whether or not the Hunter Biden laptop gives Russia the ability to harm our country?
Sir, again, we can do this back and forth for the next couple of minutes. I don't have any information about the Hunter Biden laptop or the
But should you? I mean, you're the assistant director of FBI Cyber.
By my...
You are the assistant manager of Best Buy. Can you help my mom get into her Facebook page or fucking not?
The block and line chart? No, sir, I should not.
Who should we put in that chair to ask questions about this laptop that FBI has had for 3 years?
Look on the fucking receipt and call in the case agent. Why the fuck is it my job to know that and you don't? Who to give it to? Interview him your fucking self. You don't even have to bring him over here. As a member of Congress, you can fucking do a podcast with the dude. Shit.
Sir, I'm not in a position to make a recommendation who should say.
So you don't have it, you don't know who has it, you don't know where it is, you're the assistant director. You know, earlier you talked about whether or not you were the Grant Hill or the Christian Laettner. It sounds like you're the Chris Webber trying to call a timeout when you don't have one. So I mean,
I don't know what, like, this dude is just like the new Jeff Greenberg. He's just vying to be Matt Gaetz's new Georgia to Florida sugar daddy pipeline partner.
Is it? Do you even know who has it? Do you know who we should put in that chair to ask these questions to?
No, sir, I don't know who has it.
Well, could you find out and tell us? You're going to have to give us.
The last person who said he had it was Rudy Giuliani. He said it had it in his possession, and it was after the time of you holding that up. He said it multiple times that he has the laptop in his possession, and it's after the date on that bullshit photocopy of a picture of a printout of a receipt that you're holding up that says it was given to the FBI when it was not. If Rudy is telling the truth, in which case, fucking call him.
Thanks to Mr. Liu and Mr. Massey's question about whether or not the FBI was taking a $5 million test drive on the Pegasus system that was being used to target people in politics, people in government, people in the media, people in American life. So
people on an airplane with a 17-year-old girl on LSD who may or may not have had sex with two adult males under duress while she was intoxicated, you know, is a total abuse of power.
Commit to give us a briefing as the Assistant Director of FBI Cyber as to where the laptop is, whether or not it's a point of vulnerability.
I swear to God, this is, seriously, if this was an older member of Congress, there would be jokes all over the internet about how this dumb fuck doesn't know the difference between cyber and computer evidence and like power grid vulnerabilities and hacking versus like shit you take into evidence about other, like, it's just weird.
Whether or not the American people should wonder whether or not the first family is compromised.
Sir, I'd be happy to take your request back to our office.
Gosh, I mean, will you advocate for that briefing? As an
Yes, yes, I'll advocate for it. I'll walk around with a fucking sandwich board that says "Free Hunter's Laptop" around fucking Quantico while we're chasing down about 200 active serial killers and pedophiles who use the fucking internet to pass shit around, and while we try to stop Stormfront from kidnapping governors and setting up murder for hire systems through networks in fucking prison libraries, and then the like cartels in the South and fucking ISIS and the Russians from breaking into our fucking power grid or shutting down machines in hospitals all at once. While I'm doing that, I'll walk around and advocate for a piece of evidence that's not under my control, that may or may not have ever fucking existed, to be glanced at. Get fucked.
You will?
I will be happy to take your request back to FBI headquarters.
Well, do you believe that is a briefing that the Congress is worthy of having, I guess?
Sir, I am
It's not his fucking job.
not going to answer that question. Right? I'm here to talk. The
Is it
invitation,
time
sir,
out?
the invitation says oversight of the FBI's cyber.
This is not, look, I came, it didn't say anything about bring your own beer. It said free buffet, no assholes. And I was like, this sounds like a party that I would like to go to. And then I show up, and quite frankly, sir, this is bullshit.
It does not say anything.
Well,
about
right,
the
but I mean,
future
this is a cyber asset. This is a
not a
point of
cyber
vulnerability. If there are
He's like, it's not a cyber asset. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you for finally just saying it. It's not a cyber asset. It's a laptop which opens and shuts like they're clam shaped. Fuck off.
if there are business deals, if there are references to things that could harm our country, like
If there are nude pictures of 17-year-olds, some of us would like to look at those and see if there's any chance that that people could be compromised by this thing. You know, I think we agree, right, Gary? We should have the right to look at those things.
You can't even sit here right now and say that you know that there's not a point of vulnerability. Maybe there are other crimes, maybe there are tax issues or whatever, but as it relates to our, is the first family sufficient cyber infrastructure to protect? You don't even know if they're...
Wait, hold on. Is the first family sufficient cyber infrastructure to protect?
Is the first family sufficient cyber infrastructure to protect? You don't even know if they're compromised.
Is the first family sufficient cyber infrastructure to protect? So you should protect the cyber infrastructure of the first family. Huh? I can't tell at this point whether he's just trying to fish around and go like, do you look at everybody's phones or just Hunter's? What the fuck?
Tell you what, Mr. Chairman, I seek unanimous consent to enter into the record of this committee the contents of Hunter Biden's laptop, which I'm in possession of.
Why are you in possession of it? And by the way, let's see it, motherfucker. It all fits on that? That's the hard drive? Where'd you get it? Where'd you get? He got it from Rudy Giuliani. There were 4. Rudy, remember, he said 3. One of them got to Matt Gaetz somehow.
I'm not.
There's no objection to that.
So I can't say no objection.
I've never had.
I will object pending further investigation.
What's the basis of that objection?
Because you have to check and see if it's actually what you say it is, fucko. I would like to, Mr. Chairman, I would like to enter the context of Jeff Greenberg's cell phone. Objection, why? Well, why? To prove it's real. No, that's not. Just, look, if I say that's what's on there, that's what's on. That's what it is. What the fuck?
It's a unanimous consent request, and I object pending.
Very well, I have a subsequent question. Mr. Chairman, I seek unanimous consent to enter into the record the receipt.
It may very well be
from the Mac shop.
It may very well be entered into the record after we look at it further.
Very well, Mr. Chairman, I have a subsequent unanimous consent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Chairman, I seek unanimous consent to enter into the record the receipt from the Department of Justice
Mr. Chairman, this is
to
Ms.
the
Deming.
Mac shop.
Am I next, or am I next?
Without objection.
Fucking Zoom calls. Yeah. Yeah, you can put the receipt in.
Gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. After a consultation with majority staff, I seek unanimous consent to enter into the record of this committee content from, files from, and copies from the Hunter Biden laptop.
Without objection.
Oh, content from, files from, and copies from the Hunter Biden laptop. So not all of it, and it's all right. And then so they have to look at it and they go, okay, if some of it's real, then we'll put the some part that's real in it, and the rest of it, fuck you.
Thank you. Yield back.
Again, doesn't exist. Fucking hell. This is and what did he try to get in there? This bullshit, that bullshit. It's garbage. I'm sorry. Look, I want to see all the stuff that's on there, but I want to see the metadata. I want to see the real fucking thing. But sorry, the laptop was dropped off by somebody. You're sure it was Hunter Biden, who didn't sign the receipt until later that you couldn't find. But he came in, you're sure it was him, even though you can only see 4 inches in front of your face. And he dropped off a laptop, and you knew it from, you knew it was Hunter Biden's because of the Beau Biden Foundation sticker on it. And as you went, you looked over it, you knew that there was some nefarious things involved. So you gave it to Rudy Giuliani's lawyer, and then they came back, and then you turned it over to the FBI. But they don't have it. You just have a receipt that says you did. And they never took a picture of it and went, holy fuck. Click. Jesus Christ. It's Hunter Biden's laptop. He fucking left it here. Nobody thought to do this, right? Nobody in fucking 20, fucking 18, 19, 2020, 2021. Nobody along the way went, fuck, there it is right there on your fucking, nobody. Not Steve Bannon, not Matt Gaetz, not Rudy Giuliani, not fucking Andrew Giuliani. Nobody. Are you fucking kidding me? And this is what we get? A fucking copy of a drive? Like, it just fucking aggravates me. This is so lazy. The entirety of this, I mean, of course it's bullshit. But can you guys do me a favor? Can you lie a little better? You're so practiced at it. You have worked so long to develop lying skills. One would think after a while you'd be accidentally good at it. You know what I mean? Some of the shittiest guitar players in the world actually get really good after just years on the road fucking around. You know what I mean? After you've really applied yourself, and I mean, it's just a habit. You follow the old man to work and you just do what he does. Eventually, I didn't even have to go to school for it. I know where the eggs are laid. I know how to slop the pigs, and I know when to bring the cows in. It's just kind of intuitive at this point. Fucking hell.
Unanimous consent to put in documents and stuff and copies of things from the Hunter Biden laptop that are in my possession.
Why are they in your possession?
That's a good question.
It's called Democrat cover-ups. No, it isn't. The Democrats who apparently can't, it's like herding cats, and we don't even know how to run a country, and we got no idea about security, but we managed to lock down big tech, the entire fucking world industry, oil and gas, the United States. We fucking rigged the elections. We can do all this stuff. And again, Biden doesn't know what day it is. He's old, according to Glenn Beck, and yet he's a master criminal who knows all the intricacies of cyber. Meanwhile, this dickhead is like, but you're in charge of cyber. You're in charge of cyber. You're the cyber guy. You don't understand, okay? Do you or do you not own a computer? Yes, I do. Do you not have Wi-Fi in your house? Yes, I do. Okay, so how do I get a packet of cocaine out of a Roomba without breaking it? The Roomba? No! Sir, Mr. Chairman, if you could make the man answer my question. Shit. God, this is it's a series of tubes. I have lovely Wi-Fi. It's good. I'm glad you do. It's good that you do. How many disappointments seriously? I'm seriously disappointed. Where the fuck are these people?